Hey everyone, welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and welcome to new viewers alike. My name is Shannon Bellum. You can find me as Bellum Make on Instagram and on Ravelry. Those are the two platforms I am most active on. And on Instagram I try to post at least something every day. And yeah, anyway. Welcome to my weekly podcast, or welcome to my channel. I realize it's not really a podcast, it's a video log or whatever, but everyone calls them podcasts, so I am too. Yeah, so it is kind of a gloomy day here in northern New Jersey, so I decided to take my Mist and Fury pullover from, that is based on A Court of Rose and Thorns, Thorns and Roses by Sarah Maas. I'll put it on the screen. I made it this winter, and I love the sleeves. It's kind of gothy and wintry and not really good for springtime, but I was like, you know what? It's so gloomy and cold here. I just wanted to wear it one last time. If you know the series, one of the main character's name is Feyre, and the yarn that I used to knit this out of is by Wool and Vine, and it's the colorway Feyre. So I thought it was really cool. I really love this sweater. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen so you can see it, see what the whole thing looks like. Besides these amazing sleeves, these double ruffle sleeves, there's a ruffle on the bottom. And it also is sort of like a mock crop. It's good for people who want to wear it, who like the cropped look, but don't want to show their, expose too much skin. So it's sort of this idea of a crop, and if you know the story of the book, in the Night Court, one of the styles that Feyre wears is a cropped top. So that's why I called it Mist and Fury. Really after her, and inspired by, she's a badass woman. So really inspired by her badassery, basically. And yeah, so that's what I am wearing. And I have a nearly finished object. I don't think I'm going to, in fact, I know I'm not planning to show this dress again on this channel, because the only thing I have left to do on it is the hem, and I will be doing a little bit of embroidery along the hemline, but it's a secret. I can't tell you too much about it. So it's something that I don't really want to have revealed until really until the wedding. So, or to certain people, it's a very intimate embroidery that's going to go on the hemline. So I don't know. I'm embarrassed to share it here, but you get it. You get it. You get me, right? You feel me? Anyway, the rest of the dress is done, and I think I'm going to take the camera off and give you a little tour. I will put a picture in of how it looks on Martha. Martha's my mannequin. She's wearing it for me. She is my size. I bought her on Amazon, actually. She's not a wool form. I love wool forms, but they're like $1,000. So this is a, less expensive form, still several hundred, but very, very well made. And I modified her slightly so that she's exactly my size. So it's really nice when you're sewing for yourself to have a form that you can pin things on, and it's your body or whoever you're sewing for. So yeah, that's Martha. You've now met Martha if you never met her before. So yeah, let me show you, let me do a little close-up. I'm going to grab the camera, so get ready. Get ready for a little shaking. Here it comes. Okay, so this is based on the washi dress, which I'm going to show you in a second. And what I did was I embroidered some flowers in an asymmetrical format, and I also added my son and his fiance's initials, J plus P, Julian plus Priscilla, and the date that they are getting married, which is June 9th, 2018. And then it goes on down here, and it's got pleats, and then the back is sheared. So it's a pull-on style, but it is very glamorous looking. Sorry, you're getting a look at all the mess behind her, behind Martha. And it's floor length. So let me see if I can show you the floor. It's like pooling at the base of the form. So yeah, all I have to do is do the hem and then the extra little bit of embroidery that I'm planning to do. And I'm putting you back. Hi, sorry, hope you're not seasick from that wiggling. Let me move Martha back. I didn't get this U exactly right, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. I think when I'm moving around and stuff, no one's really gonna notice. Yeah, and I have it pinned right now just because on Martha it sort of slumps a bit, and I just want to give it some stability. I may end up going back in there with a little bit of twill tape just to give it a little bit more stability. Not really sure. I don't know. I want to kind of let her wear it for a while and just see what happens, especially after I get it hemmed. Oh, yes, the pattern. Pattern is this. This is the washi dress by Ray Hoekstra. And I bought it from Fancy Tiger Crafts, but I think Brooklyn General also has it and other stores. I did some modifications to the pattern because I have a fuller bust line than my rib cage. So my rib cage is like, there. I have like a pretty big bust line. I said this before, small back, big rack. That's me. So I did modify the pattern to accommodate. I did a full bust adjustment, but I kept the waist the same. So I am going to go over, I am going to make a video about what I did to make this dress, as well as the modifications that I did to the pattern just in general for like a day dress. Because I did make one cotton day dress. I used the pattern to make a basic cotton day dress, and then I jumped into the deep end with this silk. And this was 8 yards of silk it took to make this dress, because it is fully lined with itself. So I used I can pull up and you can see that there is a complete second underskirt that is made out of the exact same fabric. That's what we call lined with self. That's a very common technique for high-end silk. The high-end silk, if you buy a high-end silk dress or a blouse, it'll be lined with itself, or with, if it's a print, it'll be lined with a solid that is the exact same weight of the fabric. That's just kind of standard ops in the industry. Yeah, and it has a cute little cap sleeve, which is now complete. And I love it. I think it came out so good. I'm so excited to wear it. I'm excited to get it finished. I should, if it weren't Mother's Day tomorrow, I'd say it would be done tomorrow, because Sunday's sort of a relaxing day for me. In the area that I live in the county I live in, all of the stores shut down except for essentials. So like, yeah, you can get gas and groceries basically, but you can't get much else. You can get liquor too, I guess, wine. You can't get anything else. So you really can't go shopping for clothes or anything like that, non-essentials. It's sort of a love-hate thing. Like, it gets really busy around here, and not where my house is, but in our town it gets very, very hectic and busy. A lot of people come into our town to have dinner and experience the nightlife and stuff, so it could be kind of a drag. It's nice that there's a day that's sort of just, whew. Yeah, so that is my sewing. This has occupied a lot of my time this week. I went through, when you sew silk, you go through it very slowly, because it has a tendency to shift and to make you think that it should be one way when it's actually should be another way. And yeah, I just went really slow. I did a lot of basting. When you're sewing silk, you baste instead of pin at times. Pinning works sometimes. When you have multiple layers, pinning's fine, but basting is kind of a good way to go. And I'll probably do, when I hem, I'll probably go quite slow as well on that, because I really want it to look nice. And I got it this far, and it looks really good. I think it looks really good. Yeah, all right, so that's my sewing, and my finished object. I'm calling it finished, even though it's not quite hemmed, because it won't be back. The next thing I show you that is sewing will be something completely different, and I have a feeling it'll be a couple weeks before I show you more sewing. Though I will do that video. I'm planning to do the video up just about the alterations I did on the washi pattern to make it fit me and to make it long, because I did do a couple extra things that Ray Hoekstra does not she didn't recommend them. It wasn't like she didn't say don't do it, but there was a little bit. I did it slightly differently because I don't know, I felt more comfortable with going back to old dressmaking techniques that I had learned when I was in the industry. Okay, knitting. I have no finished objects with knitting, but I have a couple works in progress that I want to share with you. This one is the Impressionist shawl. Helen Stewart, it's a Helen Stewart by Curious Handmade design, and she posted a few days ago that we could go ahead and share. We didn't have to worry about being secretive. So I'm just going to go for it. So again, if you don't want to be surprised, look away. But otherwise, I'm gonna show it to you. I am done with clue 3, and I am working on clue 4. Let me find the center so you can get the full effect. So I'm holding the top edge. You see where that strand is? That's the center. I started with this very impressionistic type color that is a Hedgehog Fibres potluck color. And my color B is a color by, it's that turquoise and pink color. Let me see if I can show you a nice close-up of that. It's that right there where the lace is. It's one color, that pink and turquoise. It's by Garn Story, and it's called Sushi Mit Belushi. And the third color I used is this beautiful green. I have it here on the skein still. This beautiful green called Lost Wind by Ching Fibers. Over here. I guess that something about what Martha is wearing and where she is. The camera loves her. So there you go. Yeah, so this is a regular color that Layla makes. You can buy it from, you know, some of her stockists like Stephen and Penelope and a couple others. There's probably someone in the States that stocks it too. I think Loopy U. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You can check her out. I'll put all this stuff on in the show notes. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I really want to get it done. I just want to I want another finished object. Been knitting away on, you know, this is the perils of not being monogamous. A very sharp-eyed viewer a couple weeks ago told me that this shawl would look really great with the dress, and I think they're right. I don't know that I'll need a shawl though. If you're a new viewer, you may not know, but the wedding is a destination wedding, and it is in Mexico. It's in Cozumel, and it's June, so I think it's going to be quite warm. I mean, unless there's air conditioning that's on really strong, I don't think I'll be cold. And I'm also the type of person that, like, when I get energized, I also get warm. So I don't anticipate being cold, but I'll have, oh God, I hope I have this done by then. We're 28 days out, 28 days out from the wedding. I didn't fully explain for new viewers. I am mother of the groom, and I chose to make my dress. So this is a mother of the groom dress. I chose to make my dress because I was really challenged finding what I wanted, something I would be comfortable wearing, both in terms of color and also in terms of fit. So I decided to make the washi dress out of cotton and see how I liked the fit, and I liked it a lot. So the very next week I went and bought this 100% silk crepe de chine from Mood Fabrics in New York City that is famously on Project Runway, but it's a really, really great fabric store. They have everything, and they have a lot of trim and buttons, which is super unusual for a fabric store in New York City. Usually they just do one type of fabric. So it was really, I mean, then the choices. They have a lot of choices. They have a broad range of choices. It's like no other fabric store you've ever been in, though. Next time I go, actually, I have an idea. I'm going to film in there. I'll film myself, looking around, so you can get a good idea of what it looks like in there from like not a Project Runway perspective, but like a normal person's perspective. So that'll be fun. I'll probably be back there in another, I don't know, month or two. But yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. Okay. Moving along, I think I covered everything. This other work in progress that I made a lot of, I worked a lot on this week is the Humulus Sweater by Isabel Kramer, so you can see it there. I am doing really well with it. I am in the color work now, and it's coming along so nicely. Here's what it looks like. Really love it. It's a gray blue and a sort of a rusty brown color. Trying to get the camera to focus on it. There we go. So let me tell you about the yarns. Oh, and I'm doing this for my own knit along. I am doing a knit along with a few other people, and there's plenty of time to join if you want to join the knit along. I'm giving prizes out at the end of May and then again at the end of June. So plenty of time to get in. Like, I mean, honestly, like a sweater, this is DK weight sweater. A DK weight sweater, if you're a reasonably steady knitter, you should be able to do it in 2 or 3 weeks. I bounce around between projects, so I won't get it done in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm planning to take the entire 2 months to get it done because other than today, I don't anticipate being able to wear this until the fall. But it's so pretty. I'm so, so happy with it. Smells so sheepy too. Okay, let me tell you about the yarn. This is Jill Draper Makes Stuff. Let me show you the tag. Jill Draper Makes Stuff. It's her Rockwell base, which is a 3-ply, dark brown, natural brown sheep, and then 2 strands that are dyed over. And this particular color is called Brownstone. So you can see it's a Cormo Merino crossbred. So my assumption is that the sheep is Cormo Merino, not that the Cormo Merino are mixed together. It has kind of a rustic feel to it. I am hoping actually that it'll soften up a little bit in the soak blocking process. I think it will. I suspect it will. Actually, I should check my swatch and see if it's softened up at all. The icy blue, that gray icy blue that it looks terrible next to the turquoise, but it looks really gray. But it's like a really pretty sort of sky blue, like, you know, at dusk kind of blue color. It's by Plucky Knitters. It's freaking gorgeous. It's so soft. It's a merino cashmere alpaca blend. It's on their snug worsted base. Let me show you. So I did pick, it's called Cold as Ice, that's the color name. I did pick a worsted weight for the color work. I mean, normally I probably wouldn't do that, but I really wanted a color like this one, and I just figured, and it was on sale. I got the Jill Draper Makes Stuff on sale too. It was practically half price. I got it from Brooklyn General Store, which I'll put in the show notes, and it's normally $30 a skein. I paid $18, so I felt like I got a real bargain, and that really made me want to go ahead and do the Humulus Cal. So I hope there's I hope more will join our little Cal, our little group. It's pretty nice. We're just having a little back and forth on Instagram. So you could post on Instagram or on Ravelry, whatever you're comfortable. I have a Ravelry page, chatter page, and I'll put in a Ravelry whip page for people who want to be eligible for the giveaway. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to give away yet, but I will. I'll be talking about that probably next week, because the following weekend is Memorial Day, and I don't know if I'll podcast that weekend. I may. I'm not sure. I am planning to go away. One of my friends has a beach house, and I go there. I go there a lot in the summer because it's really, really fun. And that's it for my whips. I am going to talk about one of my designs right now, because I finally got yarn that I was waiting for to keep working on it. I didn't want to move any further on the design until all the yarn was here, and I've been waiting for this yarn for about, it seems like it's been 2 months. It might not have been that long, I'm not sure. But I did talk about this design, I think I realized that I was going to be a little bit short. This yarn, I got it yesterday. It is by Long Island Yarn and Farm. That's their little tag. It is a worsted weight, American raised and spun, alpaca, merino, and a little bit of nylon, which gives it a bit of a sparkle, which I know you can't see on screen, but yeah, that's what it is. So it's a 100-yard skein. So now I have 4 of these for this. So I'll be using all 4 in the pattern. And let me just show you. I'll give you as much information as I can right now on the design. Oh wait, before I do that, because I had to wait so long for the yarn, because I was bugging Tabitha for like the whole time, the whole 8 weeks. Like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And she got it, and then she's so busy. She's like a one-woman superwoman. Anyway, she gave me this lovely shepherdess soap, which is just so, oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like lilacs. It's just, oh, so yummy. The scent is called Petals. It really smells like lilac. So, but I kept it wrapped up so I could show you guys. But wow, gorgeous. So yeah, she felt a little bad because I had been bugging her and finally, finally, she got it, and she's got it shipped out to me. So that was really cool. But all right, so this is a center out shawl design. You can see the little belly button there where I did the cast on. This yarn is also by Long Island Yarn and Farm, and this is the collaboration that Long Island Yarn and Farm did with Christy Glass. So this is Pink is Life. I have knitted the entire skein in this sort of center out shape, and my plan is to now work with the pink clove to expand make it more shawl shaped, and then I have 2 other things that I'm planning to add, 2 other yarns that I'm planning to add into this. One is this stone wool 100% Cormo worsted weight. This is left over from the Snow Bunny sweater that I made. It's one of my own designs. I've worn it in the podcast. You can also find information in my show notes about it, as well as on my project page. And I had 2.5 skeins. Well, maybe this isn't quite a half, but I had 2 skeins left, and so it was rather fortuitous that as I was thinking about this design that I thought that this would be a really good yarn to use in this design. So let me try to put all the, and I also purchased this color from Stonewall. This is called Tobacco 2. So they do gradients of their colors. So tobacco, there's probably Tobacco 1, 2, and 3. So this is Tobacco 2. So let me put all of them together so you can get an idea. Wait, I gotta grab one of these guys. So that is my palette. That's my palette. That purpley pink, a soft pink right here, the white, and this tobacco. Yeah, worsted weight shawl. This should go really fast if I can just concentrate. And I've been saying the last couple weeks that I've been really busy with just life stuff, you know, like my full-time job, but that's winding up, and this coming week is going to be quite busy. There's some ceremonies coming along, and I don't know. I mean, my social knitting's moving. That's the 2 works in progress. Those are what I would consider social knitting. When I'm designing, it's hard to social knit because I often am thinking through step by step. I tend to work out what I'm planning to do. So I have some notes here of what I'm planning to do for this shawl. I don't have much actually in the way of notes. So I got to get back into it now and like think it through. And once I have a direction that I'm going in, then it becomes social knitting for a little while. And then I reach a point where I get stuck in that. I just need time to be alone and to just think about what's my next step here. And so sometimes that's a little challenging to have time where I feel like being thoughtful and introspective and, design oriented. So that is my podcast. It's another short one this week. I think these will get longer when I'm not as slammed with extra stuff going on. So yeah, thank you for watching, and please like this video if you enjoyed the content. It really helps my channel grow. It takes likes and comments to get me out in front of other people. And yeah, I would like to get in front of other people. I think I have a lot of interesting things to say, and I hope you're interested in watching more and seeing further updates. And please join the Humulus Cal. I think it's just a really good motivator. Like, cals are great motivators. Also, please hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Sorry about that rocking just now. I got excited. I'm drinking water today. It's like middle of the day. I didn't have time to go down and make tea. Anyway, have a great weekend, great rest of your weekend, a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!